and we are, I want to say, one of the planters, right? Is that the right word? Of City Rise, Missouri, not associated with the City Rise organization. This was actually an answer to God as we were looking for another church after being with another church for 17 years. So we are very thankful for being here. I grew up in the Philippines, moved here when I was 16, and I would tell you the three main influences in my life would be my father, my mother, and one of my sisters. I am the youngest of 8 kids, and that says a lot about me once you get to know me. 7 girls and 1 boy. My brother is the oldest. I say my dad, and this is, hang on. Biggest influence in my life as far as someone who I know loved me very unconditionally, like just pure unconditional love. All the kids always joke that, we were the favorite, but I was really the favorite. And my mom, that's kind of a weird relationship because she was not around. She was an absent mother. There was some verbal abuse throughout us growing up as well. She was a gambler. And so I think at a very early age, I was like, that's not the mom that I wanted to become, which influenced my own, style as a mom, to the point of the extreme of just giving everything and anything to my children, which I still do, and I don't regret that. And then my sister, Cora, sort of became my mom. She was the one that took me in when I got into trouble with my sisters because I was always arguing with the older sisters. The family dynamic was if Caroline wanted something, she'd let Cora know, and then Cora would let Millette know, and Millette would let Kathy know, so on and so forth, and would get to me, and I was like, I don't have anybody to tell that to. And so my sister Cora would always be the one to care for me. And that shaped my life when I moved in the US. I kind of lost my support system, and so not that I got in trouble a lot. I look at myself as the theme of my life as a Christian is I'm a lukewarm Christian, just good enough. And so every day, that's what I try to, I preach to myself about. I have to go a little more. And the word today, the sermon today just resonated with me. Almost gave me things to really ponder about, to be a true Christian, not just a so good enough type Christian. Got married, and I poured my energy into my kids. And there was a moment in my life after being at a church at Crossbridge when I was like, okay, I get it. I am not the head of this family. I don't have to make all the decisions. And I actually am married to a guy who's completely capable of doing that. And so I remember even feeling in that moment of, wow, I don't have to have that burden anymore. Here you go, Calais. It's like, you do this. And I was so relieved. And I finally heard God's calling as a woman, as a mother, that the only thing I would really not listen to Calais about was when he would I would say if I didn't agree with a decision that would lead me to sin. If it was about discomfort, it was about preferences, I just had to listen to him. And that really gave me more of I don't want to say power, but more of a purpose as a person, because I got him, and he was there to support me in my decisions. And so I share that because every day my struggle as a person is affirmation. And I know that Calais is the one person that gives me the daily affirmation that I'm good enough, that he loves me unconditionally. I never experienced that outside of my father, who worked so hard as a pilot growing up, and so he wasn't there all the time either. But now that I have that, I'm trying to work on really building those relationships outside of my marriage and my kids to make sure that I don't act like a lukewarm Christian. And so I ask you all just to pray for me and help me kind of through that process of being more of a warrior for Jesus, than just